my entry to America got denied. My green card expired. There were some cops over there. It felt like jail. I was like God trying to tell you something. So my husband and I finally decided. Welcome, dear viewers. I am back with a spectacular video, and today I am going to talk about a personal incident happened with me. Before we get started, a little background. I am NRI, non-residing Indian, permanent residence in America, still holding my Indian passport. My green card validity expired. We applied for a renewal, which is I-90 application. My case got really extended. My first extension letter was of 12 months, while the 12 months extension letter was getting expired. In my USCIS portal, I have already received the further extension number 2, which makes my extension 24 months period of time. All I have to do is carry my expired green card plus this extension letter and I'm good to travel. So here's what happened when we were exiting Thailand, about to come back to the States. So our flight was from Bangkok to Philippines and from Philippines to San Francisco, the States, and from there to Atlanta, back home. Filipino airline is the airline I'm talking about. The problem was I did not have the physical copy with me at that time. While exiting Bangkok, at the immigration they asked for visa or green card, and I produced that to them. They did some verification, looked up some stuff, and I was good to go. Now next, we arrived to Philippines. Everything was going good. My husband decided to buy a jacket from Philippines. It was pretty cool. And now it was time to board the flight. This was a late night flight. I would imagine 12, 11, something like that. At the gate, they saw my paperwork, they pulled me aside, called the supervisor. It doesn't end there. Supervisor don't recognize the extension letter that I had. He's telling me the extension letter, the hard copy that I had is expired. I showed him the digital copy. He did not believe me. It was chaotic. They contacted to somebody from the States, an immigration officer department or something like that. This person from the States told them that I am not good to enter in order to what I'm producing. Anybody who is going through my journey should know that you have a case number, a case ID. Whoever is verifying have to do is open the USCIS website and enter the case number, case ID, and the whole case appears in front of you. I believe somebody who was doing this cross-check did not do this part. I was rejected to board the flight. I was rejected to come back to America. And they said, my husband can, my child can. We in fact pulled up the USCIS website and showed them the notice where it appears that the letter is actually extended for additional 24 months. Nobody believed it. They wanted the physical paper. And that was the only fault we were at. My husband denied to take the flight and he decided to just go with the flow and support me. They said that whatever we decide, whether to go back to Bangkok or India, it's on us to buy the tickets. For the time being, they're going to put us to a waiting room. After we missed the flight, they took us to do additional paperwork. They took our information and they escorted us towards this waiting area. And there were some cops over there. My brain was locked with nervousness. We were just shut. And we were just not saying anything. Probably just so much we were thinking and we were trying to come up with next plan what to do. Obviously, the flight we missed, that's like money gone too. My husband told me, you want to be very careful because there are cops and this is looking like a criminal offense. Me traveling to the States with illegal paperwork. So it's not looking good on me. They spoke to us, asked some questions, and we said exactly how the things are. They supposedly reached out to USCIS via email. Government body, USCIS, they don't reply to your email. I would say the percentage is very low. Let me describe this room. This room, chaotic. There were people. The chairs, it was dirty. The chairs were torn down. There was only water, and I would doubt it. I didn't even drink it. We were in this room over 24 hours. While we were waiting at the waiting area, my husband kept checking with them back and forth. He was giving the fight. He was telling them like, hey, if you want us to fly back to Bangkok, you all get the tickets, because the Bangkok people didn't hold us back. They let us go on basis of these documents that we produced. They should have stopped us. Supposedly, they reached out to the people at the Bangkok immigration as well, and they were waiting to hear back from them, which was not happening any sooner. While we were waiting at the waiting area, I felt like I was some kind of criminal. I was not allowed to leave that room or go anywhere to buy food or toothbrush. The good thing is I did have some snack with me, so it helped with my son. My husband and I did not not eat anything, we didn't get freshen up, and we were just stuck in that room. It felt like jail. We saw people coming in and out of that waiting room while we were there with no answer. I was so stressed that I was thinking, worst case, whether will I ever be able to come to America? Shift change, it was the next morning, and my husband took the laptop, opened our portal, and showed the person at the counter. This is the case, and this is step by step everything. My husband told them, I lost tons of money. I have work. Each day I am here, every hour I'm here, I'm losing money. So you better be sure you are holding us, that you should have a case to back it up. They saw that, they believed, and they understood then. Bingo. Thank you, Jesus. They said, okay, this looks legit. She is legal and she can fly back. Then the whole crew apologized. They immediately booked us a flight back to San Francisco. We land to San Francisco, we went to the immigration. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous because they have the rights to deport you if they find anything wrong. They looked at the same document and they let me in, as smooth as butter. They produced a code and they told us to go to the desk of the Filipino airline in San Francisco and produce them these information. They give us our next ticket, which is from San Francisco to Atlanta. They denied. They looked up the information and the information stated that we agreed to get our own ticket from San Francisco to Atlanta. Our problem was we didn't take anything in writing, so we were just heat of the moment. Okay, we'll take your word. Wrong decision. If you get into this situation, always take things in writing. We ended up buying a ticket which was the following morning. We landed in San Francisco late night, and the earliest ticket we could receive to Atlanta, which was the early morning first thing. And that flight was a break journey. It was from San Francisco to Denver and from Denver to Atlanta. A messy journey. And we made it home. After that huge situation, because the original letter from the government never came to me, so we printed out the 24 months extension letter from our portal, so we have a physical copy with us, and I'm good to travel for the next time. We traveled 3 months on and 3 months off in Thailand. We traveled again. I'm talking about the most recent travel. We entered Thailand, all good. Coming back, this time our flight was from Bangkok to Istanbul, from Istanbul to Atlanta, simple. In Istanbul, right before boarding the flight for Atlanta, they are going through my papers. Asked for visa, used my green card, expired one, as well as my letter, the printed one. They saw that. They pulled me aside. This time, I started sweating. They pulled me aside, they called the supervisor. Then he looked at my passport. He asked me, how long have you been out of America? I told them 3 months some change, and he said, show me the stamp. Now America don't produce stamp. I personally never found a physical stamp in my passport besides the first one, CR1 visa sticker and stamp. Did find a stamp coming to Bangkok, so I showed them that, and this was quite insulting because there were people at the queue, and he was loud. I'm gonna let you go, and as a courtesy, next time have all your paperwork straight. That was it. That was like God trying to tell you something. I am eligible for citizenship on the basis of marriage, CR1 visa, which is believed after completion of 3 years living in the country. So my husband and I finally decided to just stay in America until my citizenship process is done. After I become US citizen, after I attain the passport, we will then complete and continue our travel journey in Thailand. So there you have it. It was a horror story for us. Do let me know if you guys ever had to face anything like this. Hopefully this was very much informative, traveling with their extension letter of the green card. Drop a comment below if you have additional question or anything you want me to further elaborate. Also, if you have any additional tip, drop it in the comment below for our viewers to learn more about it. Until next time, safe travel. See you again. Thank you.